Welcome to our video focusing on club advisors. A student organization advisor is a person selected by the organization who can provide guidance and advice in the operations of the organization. There are required advisors that work in student life who likely meet the club regularly, but what we're discussing here are the often optional advisors who are specialized to that specific organization. Advisors are educators outside of the classroom setting and a resource person for the organization. They will counsel and advise organizations by asking the tough questions. They will assist in their thinking process and challenge the organization to go beyond the status quo. Advisors often serve as continuity for an organization as they pass along valuable information regarding the history of the organization and their past accomplishments. Since officers in the club transition often, this continuity can be key. An active advisor can improve the effectiveness of an organization while also assisting in the positive development of the students. As a disclaimer, the decision-making and goal-setting for the organization should remain in the hands of the student membership, but should be tempered with the valuable insights of the advisor. Advisors cannot vote in elections, they cannot appoint positions, they cannot amend the Constitution, and in general should not be making decisions for the organization. Advisors do have four broad functions. The first is to help with the leadership development of students. The advisor will assist students in leadership development of skills such as time management, problem solving, delegation, conflict resolution, and communication. The second is to add to the continuity of the group as members graduate. The advisor will share the history of the organization and explain why past decisions were made to new officers. The third function is to serve as a liaison between the university and the organization. The advisor will explain university policies and connect students to the appropriate offices for assistance. The Office of Student Life will be working on enhanced resources to help advisors do this. The last major function is to assist in the area of program content and purpose. They will assist in the development of projects, events, and activities. This role is flexible, though. The exact role of the advisor should be determined by the advisor and the student organization. This role may vary from organization to organization based on the organization's needs and goals. Ideally, the advisor is not just a signature in order to receive recognition. The new student leadership of the organization and the advisor should have a conversation early on to determine the role and expectations of the advisor and the advisor's expectations of the students. The specific expectations of an advisor depends on the student org needs, the advisor's leadership style, and the level of commitment. Advisors should meet regularly with the org leaders to determine what the expectations of their commitment will be. They should be informed about and consulted with regarding the ongoing business of the organization. An advisor does not take control of the organization. This is the responsibility of the student membership, and if the organization ceases to exist due to inaction by the student membership, this is an unfortunate but appropriate outcome. Advisors cannot meet the requirements set by the university, but they can only nudge the students involved to complete those requirements. Additionally, organizations should not look to their advisor to do crisis intervention on behalf of the org, but only seek to do so in conjunction with the student leadership. The summary here is that advisors are a supplementary role. They are not required by the university, but can be an additional resource to help student organizations exist. If you're not already an advisor but you're interested, you can either browse highlanderlink.ucr.edu to find a club that matches up with your interests or your expertise, or you can email Student Life at ucrlife@ucr.edu and let us know that you're interested in becoming an advisor, and then we can let you know if any groups have asked us for potential advisors. Thanks for watching, and hopefully you found this useful.